Greetings everyone. By now, we have understood what the union budget is, where the government gets its money from, and where that money is broadly spent. Now comes the most practical question. Which sector actually feel the impact of the budget? Because a budget does not affect everyone equally. Some sectors accelerate, some get stability, some are quietly restructured for the future. In this video, we will decode the sector-wise impact of Union Budget 2026 using official data and plain logic. No hype, no jargon. Budgets are often discussed in headlines, big push, historic allocation, record spending. But real understanding comes from sector wise analysis. When we study sectors, we learn where jobs may be created, where private investment may flow, which areas the government sees as strategic, which problems are being managed, not solved. Sector wise analysis turns the budget from a document into a roadmap. Infrastructure is the centerpiece of Budget 2026. The government has allocated 12.21 lakh crore as capital expenditure, a large part of which directly supports infrastructure. This includes roads and highways, railways and freight corridors, urban transport and logistics, power and connectivity infrastructure. Why does infrastructure get so much attention? Because it does three things at once: creates job immediately, lowers cost of businesses, improve long-term productivity. This is why economists call infrastructure spending a growth multiplier. Manufacturing does not always get flashy budget headlines, but it quietly benefits. Budget 2026 continues the focus on domestic manufacturing capacity, industrial competitiveness, supply chain resilience. Instead of large cash handouts, the emphasis is on better logistics, stable policy and environment, infrastructure support. Manufacturing grows not because of one scheme, but because of the ecosystem improves. MSMEs and startups are the employment engine of the Indian economy. Rather than heavy subsidies, Budget 2026 focuses on easier credit access, simplified compliance, market linkages. This approach reflects a mature policy understanding. Small businesses grow best when friction is removed, not when dependency is created. Agriculture remain economically and socially critical. For budget 2026-27, the allocation for agriculture and allied activities is approximately 1.55 lakh crore. This supports farmer income stability, irrigation and water management, allied activities like livestock and fisheries, rural livelihoods. Agriculture spending does two quite but important jobs, supports food security, stabilize rural demand, which support the entire economy. Subsidies remain a stabilizing force. Combined food, fertilizer, and petroleum subsidies stand out at 3.78 lakh crore. These subsidies cushion inflation shocks, protect vulnerable households, support agricultural inputs. They also remind us of a policy tension. Welfare support must be balanced with fiscal discipline. Health spending in budget 2026 stand at about 1.06 lakh crore. The focus is not just hospital, but healthcare access, preventive care, system strengthening. Health expenditure is often misunderstood as social spending. In reality, it is economic insurance. A healthier population is more productive and resilient. Education allocation in budget 2026-27 is approximately 1.39 lakh crore. This covers school education, higher education, skill and digital learnings initiatives. Education spending does not give instant results. It impact unfold over years. But no economy grows sustainably without investing in human capital. Defense expenditure is one of the largest commitment. For 2026-27, total defense spending is around 7.85 lakh crore. This includes armed forces, defense pension, research and modernization. Defense spending reflects geopolitical realities, long-term security obligations, strategic autonomy goals. It is not optional expenditure. It is structural. Energy transition is emerging as a long-term priority. Budget 2026 supports renewable energy, energy security, sustainable infrastructure. While allocations are spread across ministries, the signal is clear. Growth must align with environmental responsibility. Jobs are not created by one scheme. They emerge from infrastructure investment, manufacturing growth, MSME expansion, skill development. Budget 2026 follows an indirect employment strategy, enabling sectors rather than temporary job creation. When we look across sector, a pattern emerges. Infrastructure gain momentum. Defense remain structural important. Agriculture and subsidies provide stability. Education and health invest in the future. No sector is ignored, but priorities are clearly ranked. Taken together, Budget 2026 signals investment led growth, strategic spending, controlled welfare expansion, long term capacity building. It is less about instant relief and more about economic direction. Let's summarize. Budget impact differs by sector. Infrastructure and defense dominate. Agriculture and welfare stabilize. Education and health secure the future. Now, I will leave you with a question. Which sector do you think deserve more attention in Budget 2026 and why? Share your views in the comments. In the next video, we will deep dive into individual sectors one by one. Thank you for watching and always let's keep learning fact by fact.